Hello beautiful beings, and welcome back to the realm of inspiration. And for the second installment of the meaning of the colors, we are doing red. Today we are doing the color frequency of red, passionate red, and the importance of the color frequency of red and how we can use it to elevate our experience in life. Now I'm wearing a more maroony red, but color frequency wise, it just means that it is a little bit more enhancing the deeper meanings of the color frequency of red. So the different shades of the colors, the deeper they are, it's the more like grounded, more rooted, more earthly experience, and the lighter the shade is the more elevated, more enlightened, more spiritual side of the experience. So that was something that I neglected to mention in the first video of this like little mini series, is that the shading is just the deeper it is, it's more connected to the physical body. The lighter the shading is, it's more connected to the spiritual body and the highest self. So I am wearing a darker shade of red for grounding, since I'm going to be channeling a cosmic Elfian elemental of the color frequency of red, and I also want the deep meaning of the color frequency of red to come through. I also did the same thing by wearing more of a navy blue in the first video to do more of a grounding of that color energy. So let's allow forth a cosmic Elfian elemental of the frequency of red to come forth. Divine feminine energy I am sensing. When I have safely stepped back, you may step forth. Hello beautiful beings, I am a divine feminine cosmic Elfian elemental of the color frequency of red. Now beautiful beings, it is time to understand the color energy of red. Red in itself is related to the root chakra and is related to grounding energy. So let's take a second to ground into your root. Visualize, if you can, open and expand the color of the roots. What shade of red is your root chakra? What shade of red is your root chakra? If it's a lighter red, how stable and secure do you feel? Do you feel a little bit floaty, maybe? If it's a deeper red, do you feel grounded? Do you feel rather secure? If it's a neon red, are you on high alert? Take a second, no matter what that feeling is, to visualize the most stable and grounding and rooted shade of red that you can. When you do so, just take a second to feel what it would feel like to feel very stable and rooted in what you feel called to do. Because red is more than just security. It is more than just caution. It is what you feel called to do as you walk on the path of life. It is your future passions and how you are able to follow them to create your own destiny. There are some things that are meant to happen, but in every important decision in life, you are at a crossroads. And you choose the higher elevated path or the more earthly version. And at each path you choose the soul or the body, the soul or the body, the soul or the body, the mind or the heart, the mind or the heart, the mind or the heart. And when you reach the point where there is no longer different paths to choose, but you're right in the middle, and your inner child is waiting for you and telling you it is time that the soul and the body and the mind and the heart align themselves with what you are here to to do, what you are here to be. And you have two passions. You have the passions and callings of the soul from every incarnation. And then you have the passions and callings of what you wish to accomplish in this lifetime as the human that you are in this physical incarnation. And how can you choose both? When you are at a crossroads of where to root yourself, where to plant yourself, where you are safe and where to go, the color frequency of red can guide you and take you to your home. Your home in regards to your career, so where you are meant to be in regards of your career. Your home in regards to love, so who you are meant to be and where you are meant to be in regards to a romantic setting. And also in regards to where you rest your head at night. See, if you are at a crossroads decision, wearing the color frequency of red can help you find the balance of the passion of the soul and the physical body, the past and the future, the mind and the heart. Red is passionate, but it's also wise and powerful. Out of what you humans call the primary colors, red is a little bit more powerful. And when you think about it, the primary colors are actually related to the three most powerful chakras. The blue being related to the throat, which is your communication. The yellow being related to the solar plexus, which is your energy source. And the red being related to your roots, your safety, your security, your stability, your ability to walk on your path of ascension, your connection to peace. Because what's interesting is, yes, when it's overactive, the root chakra, and you are fearful, that's the alarming red. But when you are grounded, that's the calm and peaceful red. So when you're picking color energy to wear, to have with you, for crystals, for decorations, now red is very action, 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 action. Different shades of red, obviously, carry different energies. The more alarming shades of red are more action, 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 alert, 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 are more that survival instinct. The softer red, that is more the peace, but sometimes the clouded knowing. The clouded knowing is where you're kind of aware of things, but there is some like fog blocking you from understanding where you're meant to be, what you're meant to do. It can be where you get confused in regards to what is resonating with the soul versus what's resonating with the body. It is that red that forces you to figure out the balance between all things, where it can be that clouded knowing, like, physically this is what resonates, but spiritually this is what resonates, and mentally this is what resonates. And how do I figure out what resonates with all? So that balance of all is super important. And so those softer reds can help you find that balance. And the deeper reds, that's when you follow those callings, those inspirations, those things that activate your creative passions and that which you wish to manifest. See, what's interesting is blue and yellow, a little bit more connected to the divine masculine, right? Purple and pink and green, a little bit more divine feminine. Orange, a little bit more the divine masculine. Red is the balance between. And you would think, well, maybe red is the feminine and blue is the masculine and purple is the in-between. But see, the way that colors are made physically, it doesn't have to do with the way that the energy radiates. The thing is the red is related to the root chakra for a reason. And that's because that's the balance and grounding of all things. the weight of uncovering what resonates on all levels, that weight of alignment falls to the root. So the color frequency of red carries that. And it also carries abundance of all things. Because it carries the weight of balancing of all things in regards to what brings you stability, what guides you, and what grounds you, and what calls you on your journey, where your passions lie. So where you can find them is what's very interesting, is that every color energy brings clarity about one thing or the other. With red, it brings clarity about the passions that balance all parts of your being to attract abundance to you. And that's why it's one of the main color energies related to the frequency of cosmic abundance. And that is the final message in understanding the color energy of red. Well, thank you, you beautiful beings. That was really lovely. Yeah. Kind of seemed very like cut and dry, very direct explanation. Very fascinating, the way that the color was moving. Like I felt the movement, and it definitely feels like the deeper reds are carrying that like angelic Mother Gaia, that grounding, that divine maternal healing, and the like kind of softer reds are bringing more, and that like more alarming reds are bringing more of that like divine paternal alert protection, sort of energy. So it's very interesting to see that balance and to feel it, and I encourage you to connect to the color of red and let me know and come back to this video and see how it helps you find the clarity within you about where to go on your path of ascension, where the passions of all parts of you come together and you're able to find that path that is truly inspired. So until then, sending you love, light, and inspiration, and of course, as always, stay inspired.